welcome back, guys. This is the King Weebs here, and sorry, I'm a bit tired today. I know this is our place, but man got a job. Now I'm gonna be working too. Came back from gym, so tomorrow got a job at 10:30 a.m. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is what if Naruto had Madara sealed inside of him part 3 finale. Last time we left off with the 2.5-year training beginning. So Naruto would go with Jiraiya, but so would Tsuki, because Tsuki also has the Toad summoning, and Jiraiya is planning to teach them how to use the Sage Mode. Sasuke has left the village, and Naruto's goal is to find him and bring him back. And Sakura has started training with Tsunade. Anywho, now Naruto already has a medical ninjutsu, by the way. And anywho, now it's not as good as Sakura's or Tsunade's, but anyways, Naruto and Tsuki begin their training with Jiraiya. For the first year and a half, Tsuki and Naruto do not go to Mount Myoboku, as Jiraiya sees that they still have some training to do here and there to refine their techniques and abilities. After he basically makes sure that they master all their chakra natures, which is all 5, and Naruto has extra ones on top because of Madara. Madara was sealed away into Naruto with the Hashirama cells. So Naruto has Hashirama cells, and thus he gains Sage Mode. I mean, not I said Sage Mode. I'm an idiot. Wood release. Now, Naruto would release would be very overpowered, and Naruto would not just master it with Jiraiya, because it's impossible with Jiraiya, as Jiraiya doesn't have it himself. But Naruto says that he mastered it in his head too, as he visualizes. Visual training is something that he does in his head. He says that anyone could do it, and although they need to first get the hang of it. It's like doing it with clones, but your mind. It's mind training, but at the same time your body understands what it did in its mind, and gains that experience, and it's like XP training. Gains that XP and knows how to do those techniques that you learned in your mind. Naruto has been doing this for years and years with clones as well in his mind. So the training is just he just found a loophole, a hack. Literally, he's hacking. Anyways, now Jiraiya takes them to Mount Myoboku, and Jiraiya does not leave them there. He wants to master the Sage Mode too, and his one takes just about a month. A month later, Jiraiya is done, whereas Tsuki and Naruto have just gotten to the spike bit where they're just trying to stay still, and Naruto cannot. Tsuki has been progressing much better, faster than Naruto, and eventually she masters Sage Mode, but she's still waiting for Naruto, but at the same time she's training with the Toads, while Naruto's trying to master it too. Naruto takes a bit longer, because Naruto is not just mastering one Sage Mode, but he's mastering 2 at the same time without telling anyone. If he was trying to do one, he would have done it by now. But because he also has Wood Sage Mode, it's something that he needs to master too. So when Naruto actually mastered Toad and the Wood Sage Mode at the same time, doing both in real life and in his mind, obviously Naruto's Sage Mode comes out to be bluish. He has the Toad eyes, but at the same time his pigment is not orange like Tsuki's and Jiraiya's, but it's actually blue. Everyone wonders what's going on here. Is Naruto like special or something? And Naruto says no, this is actually Toad Sage Mode fused with the Wood Sage Mode. And Tsuki's like, oh, that's why you were taking so long to master it. Obviously Naruto took an extra 3 months to master it, whereas Tsuki took 5 months. Whereas, I know I said in a month they were in that bit. Nah. Scrap that, yeah. Tsuki took 5 months and Naruto took 8 months because of how much he had to train. And I know some of you are like, nah, fam. This man took 2 weeks in the original. What are you doing? Nah, shut up, bruv. Get out of it, man. He was at a time of need, like desperate need. It's not like Sasuke, yeah. He doesn't have 2.5 years until paying the tax, because he's, according to them, he's one of the last Jinchurikis alive with a tailed beast inside of him, and he's being persecuted. He wants revenge at the time, and he needs to protect his village. 3 things at the same time, and also getting Sasuke back. 4, pretty much boosts Naruto, yeah? It's that main character, you know, OP training arc within a day and a half, yeah? That's what they're doing. It's like Dragon Ball, yeah? Hyperbolic time chamber and that. Come on. But anyways, now, Naruto takes 8 months, and no one can say anything about it because I'm making the wife. I don't care. Anyways, once they come out, they have a few months with Jiraiya left, and Jiraiya has been doing spy network. He's been, doing his spy network thing, and Naruto and Tsuki decide to join him. They gain a ton of experience from that because all these spy missions are S rank and above, or even SS rank, whatever you want to call it. Triple S rank, Z rank, Z plus. Reference to Dragon Ball Legends. I hate that flipping game. But anyways, now, obviously, Naruto and Tsuki gain a lot of experience. Now, once they return to the village, they are beyond the Kage level. Naruto is god level at this point. Like, let's be honest, bro. This man could take on Kage at this rate. Nah, I'm joking, but no, well, he could, but you know, he's not right now. Not right now. Maybe he could. But anyways, now, Sasuke. What has he been doing for the past 2 years and a half? Sasuke knows that Naruto is very strong, and he knows that his Sharingan is not enough. He knows that the curse mark is not enough, and he tells, Orochimaru that what he has right now, curse mark stage 5,000, isn't going to be enough to beat Naruto. Naruto was only beaten because he had that little, betrayal looking thing, yeah? He got stabbed in the back by Jugo, and he knows he has the Sharingan, so it's a mad thing, innit? Naruto also has the Mangekyo Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan and the perfect Susanoo. He has shown it to Tsuki in the 4 months and in Mount Myoboku before they left. Naruto told everything to Tsuki who he has inside of him. Not just the Nine Tails, but Madara Uchiha. Somehow, some way, it happened, yeah? He does not know. He swears on his life. He doesn't know how. Obviously, because Madara refuses to tell Naruto, so does the Nine Tails, because the Nine Tails has been blackmailed by Madara saying, hey, listen, you're behind that cage, but that doesn't matter, and you know I can do anything to you by taking over Naruto's body, yeah? So shush. Obviously, Madara is much stronger than Naruto. Not because Naruto isn't strong enough. If we're talking about Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, Madara right now, Naruto is possibly stronger with his Sharingan. Obviously, his Madara as well. And, Susanoo and everything, Sage Mode, double Sage Mode and that. Fusion Sage Mode. So, I'll call it Fusion Sage Mode. But, Naruto's stronger than him then. But, Madara has the Rinnegan. That's different. We have to take into account his Limbo clones, yeah? So, he has 4 of them. So, that's what puts Madara in a higher tier above Naruto. But eventually, Madara is just going to just allow Naruto to take it. Let's be honest. There's no way Naruto is not going to have the Rinnegan in this wave. Anyways, now, obviously, you're probably thinking, wait, that means there's going to be 4 of Madara's eyes. 2 with Nagato and 2 with Naruto. And I don't care. Anyways, I'll be honest. This is shithousery to the next level, yeah. Not level 100, level 101. But anyways, now, we get the Gaara arc. Obviously, Team 7 is alerted that Gaara has been captured by the Akatsuki, and they head off. Naruto at top speeds. Obviously, Team 7 seems like a more of a normal team now than before, because Sasuke is not here, so there's no 4 members. But anyways, Naruto and Tsuki are tuning in. So is Sakura, but Sakura is on the verge of Jonin rank because of just how good she is at healing, and her healing abilities are close to Jonin rank Tsunade back in the days, or maybe even better right now, because of just how much of a prodigy she is. And she's no slouch either. In fighting wise, she's strong like Tsunade, and she also has Earth Release, which allows her to morph the Earth, like allow it, innit? But anyways, now Naruto and Team 7 get to the Sand Village, and Naruto cannot wait. Obviously, because he knows that if Gaara is captured and the Akatsuki begin the extraction of the One Tails, it's over for Gaara. Gaara's just gonna slouch down like he's dead, because he's dead. But anyways, now, so 3 days pass. Gaara's dead by now. Naruto can no longer wait anymore. It doesn't matter if they don't have an antidote. He's going on his own if he has to. Naruto's patience has run out, and Tsuki's too, as Tsuki has the, she does what Naruto does basically. But anyways, now Sakura finds an antidote with Chio, and they head off to find Gaara. Chio joins them, and she asks why Naruto is so obsessed with Gaara. Obviously, not Jiraiya, Kakashi tells him how Naruto is basically like Gaara. He's literally Gaara, but not literally Gaara, but literally Gaara. I'm joking, but anyways, he tells her that they're both Jinchurikis. Naruto was hated by his village just like Gaara was hated in this village, and they, Naruto was Gaara's first friend, and Naruto treats him like his own brother at this point. He even had the chance to kill him, but he did not, because he knew how much pain and suffering Gaara went through firsthand, and he experienced it himself firsthand. And thus, he wants to help Gaara instead of, let him suffer the fate that he will. And if you can slightly hear music in the background, actually you'll be caught up by my background music. There's actually some music in the background from my neighbors, because they're flipping pricks every day 8 a.m. blasting music like it's nothing. Anyway, Naruto gets to the hideout, breaks down the door, doesn't care about the seal. The seal doesn't matter to Naruto. Naruto literally kicks through the door, or the seal, and he's like, give back Gaara. He screams out, he roars it, and some of the Nine Tails chakra is literally being taken away from the Nine Tails by Naruto without the Nine Tails even giving it. He's like, bruv, no, this is not me giving him chakra. This is him taking chakra. Allow it. Obviously, he's telling that to Madara, as Madara, for a second there, he thought that, the Nine Tails trying to escape or something. But clearly not. Naruto is taking it himself. Without noticing, he's just tapped into the Nine Tails chakra for the first time, because Naruto's so bright and strong that Jiraiya didn't even think about telling Naruto how to use the Nine Tails chakra, but eventually he'll get there. Even though he's very behind on it than in the original. But anywho, now Naruto looks at the two and sees that Deidara is sitting on Gaara's body. Naruto literally roars one more time, and this time he's shaking the ground. There's an earthquake which pretty much breaks half of the hideout and blocks the door behind them. This was better for Naruto, and Naruto's lighting up the whole room because of the chakra boiling outside of him. Obviously, Kakashi fought to stop this, but Naruto said, no, I'm in control, don't worry. And anywho, now, the Nine Tails is not trying to take over. Naruto can control himself right now because of how much chakra control he has, and he knows how the Nine Tails acts, and he can just stop it whenever, and he can just take chakra whenever he wants. He's basically trained how to use the chakra of the Nine Tails before he even officially started the training. But anyways, now Team 7 fights Deidara and Sasori. Sasori is taken down by Chio and Sakura, as Deidara is killed instantaneously, and Naruto is just holding on to Gaara's body, literally crying, as he's shell-shocked that he was too late, and he didn't want to help anything. He knew that Sakura was strong enough, and Chio and also Kakashi was there now, and Sasori, allowed himself to get killed, as Kakashi really couldn't help much other than just break down a few puppets. He didn't get the finishing blow, but his Sasori's own two parents did as puppets. Obviously, Sasori just wanted parental love, like usual, like in the original, and he basically apologizes in his own way. Now, because they realized that Sasori allowed them to kill him, and they didn't really have to finish him off. Now, obviously, Chio gives her life and Gaara gets revived, and that's the end of this one. Now, we go on to the next arc of the story, and the next one is Kakuzu and Hidan. Hidan still kills Asuma in this what if, and Team 10 returns with Asuma's body, and Shikamaru starts smoking, and Naruto's like, nah bro, please, come on bro, you got this, come on. And Shikamaru says, you've never felt anything like this, and he just moves on, as Naruto begins his Rasen Shuriken training. Although he started it, he never finished it because he never really had the time to. I know he had the time to in the 2.5 year training and in his mind, but he completely forgot about it, which Madara also forgot about because Naruto was already so strong. He doesn't really need this jutsu, however, he still wants it. So Naruto trains with this to master this jutsu, and it takes him much less time because not only is he doing it in his mind, he's doing it in the actual world with clones both in his mind and everything. And Yamato didn't have to be there, but obviously he's still there as the little arc that happened between Naruto and Sasuke still happened, but this time, once Naruto basically decimated Orochimaru just escaped, and Sai tried to follow them, but he lost them. This time Orochimaru wasn't trying to be followed, but he was actually trying to escape because he knew that Naruto was too strong. Thus, Naruto starts training with the Rasen Shuriken. And also, I did not cover what Sasuke was doing. Sasuke got Hashirama cells, and I know some of you hate that I give Sasuke wood release, but let's be honest, Sasuke stands no chance, and he's still Indra's reincarnation, so he has to have some kind of chance against Naruto. But obviously, somehow, one of Indra's reincarnation is in Ashura's reincarnation, somehow, but what ifs in it. Now, Naruto masters it within 3 days instead of a week, and he goes with Team 10 and Kakashi here. Now, obviously, once they arrive and see Kakazu and Hidan, Shikamaru asks to take Hidan on his own. Naruto accepts, and Sai also joined this team because originally there were 4 members, so they just wanted to balance out that team again. Obviously, he's not balanced, but they don't really care, and Sai is a good character in my opinion. Now, obviously, Naruto takes down Kakazu easily after Kakashi takes down 3 hearts. Kakashi said that he'll handle this, showing off his Kamui for the first time and actually taking down 4 hearts. Sorry, not 3. Then this what if he takes on 4, because Naruto instantly killed Deidara when they actually started fighting. So Kakashi never really had to use his Kamui, and he never really got to show it off in the first place. Thus, Naruto takes on the last heart because Kakashi was completely out of chakra, and Yamato was about to come in the fight, but Naruto's like, let me take this on, as he teleports, literally body flickers so quick that he looked like a teleportation jutsu, and Naruto basically created a Rasen Shuriken in one hand instantly without any clones and pretty much smashed it into Kakazu, sending him flying, actually throwing it at the same time, activating Sage Mode at the same time, accidentally without realizing, as the Madara is actually collecting Sage power or nature energy for Naruto. Is already the Ninetales right now, but once they both do it, Naruto's going to be very, very, very overpowered. But anywho, now we skip, or no, in the meanwhile, Shikamaru takes on Hidan, and Hidan gets absolutely decimated. He gets outsmarted, 2000 IQ'd, and he gets bombed into the ground by paper bombs, obviously. What do you think? Anyways, now, in the meanwhile, obviously, Sasuke realizes that, he's mastered wood release, and he kills Orochimaru, and he leaves. Now, everyone gets the news that Orochimaru has died, and Jiraiya also goes off to find Pain at the same time. Now, Naruto would have came back after trying to find Sasuke in the forest, where he was apparently spotted by someone, and he came back with no results, obviously depressed. He was depressed for a few days, but then he gets the news a few days later. Obviously, now we have the fight against Pain against Jiraiya. Jiraiya's fight was quite good. Jiraiya having perfected Sage Mode and mastered it, perfect Sage Mode, I think. I like it. But anyways, now, perfect Sage Mode, Jiraiya, mastered. I love it, man. I like it. I said perfect. I'm thinking of perfect season on, but anyways, obviously Jiraiya having mastered Sage Mode here, he would put up a much better fight, taking out multiple Pains, and the last one was actually the Tendo Pain. Jiraiya realized what was going on from the very beginning, but the Tendo Pain wasn't having it anymore, and because there was barely any civilization in the Rain Village, he just did a catastrophic almighty push. But this time he didn't do it downwards, he actually did it sideways, so there was a massive crater, like a tilted crater. But anyways, now Jiraiya barely survived this, and he actually escaped the last second, and however he did lose an arm in this fight because of that catastrophic almighty push. Now, Jiraiya would be found in Mount Yaboku by Ma and Pa, and they would reverse summoning jutsu themselves to, after, first aiding him, there would be reverse summoning jutsu. They reverse summon jutsu into the Hokage's office, and Tsunade immediately started operating on the injured Jiraiya. Naruto gets this news and he realizes that he needs to go find Pain, and Jiraiya wants to join too as soon as he's healed. However, Naruto doesn't want him to come, but Jiraiya pleads with him because Pain was one of his students, and Naruto understands. But while waiting a week, this time it took a week because they realized that this is going to take way too long. Pain attacks. However, before this, Sasuke still goes and fights Itachi, and here Itachi does die. Yes, he dies. However, he sends a crow last second to before he dies, before the fight even begins, he sends a crow not only to Sasuke to invite him to a fight, but also to Tsuki. Tsuki does escape the village just for a bit. She tells Naruto that she's going to be out of the village. That's why she's not in the Sasuke search, and she's not consoling Naruto once he's all depressed. Now, she goes there too, and they all fight. Tsuki just wants to stop the two other ones fighting, and she uses the Susanoo as well just to stop them from fighting. And Sasuke, obviously, not having the Mangekyo Sharingan yet, I believe so. I didn't give it to him, but anyways, he will receive it soon. Obviously, Itachi dies, and he tells Tsuki in the Infinite Tsukiyomi that he's sorry he did this all for them too, no one else. And Tsuki understands and understands his sacrifice, and she decides to protect the village. However, because she's injured and she sees both Sasuke and Itachi on the floor, Itachi dead, and Sasuke hasn't been told anything yet. Obviously, he's been given that trap by Itachi for Obito, and Itachi did tell Tsuki not to take Sasuke because Sasuke was going to be, not used, but Sasuke was going to kill the Akatsuki leader. That's what they think, because they think that Amaterasu literally attacking Obito sideways without him realizing would kill him. Obviously, this didn't happen in the original, and it will not happen here. And Sasuke finds out about Itachi's death and what's going on, and he gets Itachi's eyes. In reality, they're not actually Itachi's eyes. He thought they were Itachi's eyes, but they were actually Tsuki's. Tsuki was told by Itachi to take his eyes and replace his, Tsuki was told by Itachi to take Itachi's eyes and put hers into Itachi, so Sasuke would get her eyes. So they would do a switcheroo, and there would be an extra pair of eyes. However, they don't do that yet. They wait a bit. Sasuke doesn't get the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan yet, and he joins the Akatsuki. Obviously, he goes and tries to capture he actually does capture the 8 tails here because he has Wood Release, and this was more than enough. Wood Release literally bodied all the tail beasts when Hashirama had it, and Sasuke literally mastered it too. Now, he does capture Killer Bee, and anyways, now we will go back to Naruto, who is attacked by Pain in the village. Naruto takes the fight outside of the village before the village can get destroyed, and here Naruto and Tsuki's back by now. Tsuki watches the fight. She was going to join with a perfect Susanoo, but she doesn't, as Naruto literally annihilates all the Pains with his Susanoo and Sage Mode. And anywho, now clearly Naruto's on a whole different tier of power. He's godly compared to Nagato, and during this fight he realizes that maybe he could use this power too. He doesn't know, but Madara was like, wait, what's he trying to do? And Naruto closes his eyes and opens them again, but this time he has a Rinnegan in one eye, just one eye. He doesn't have it in both eyes, and that's all he needs. He doesn't need 2 Rinnegan. He also has the 4 Limbo clones just with 1 Rinnegan. I'm just trying to make Naruto the most overpowered character in the whole entire series, but I'm sure you guys will love it. But anyways, now he has 4 Limbo clones, and Naruto says Almighty Push to the final pain, the Tendo Pain, overpowering Tendo Pain's Almighty Push because Naruto is just that much stronger, and Nagato is quite fatigued. And anywho, now Naruto in the end finds Nagato and goes with Jiraiya, and he tells him that he's going to save this world, and Jiraiya invites Konan to the village, but Konan declines, saying that she has stuff to do, and she's going to live out her life in her way, and Jiraiya understands. He doesn't, force her to come. He understands these are his students, and so he believes that they have they have good judgment in it. Although they joined the Akatsuki in that, well, the Akatsuki was good in the beginning. But anywho, now, obviously, Conan would go and get destroyed by Obito, and Obito would find both the Rinnegan, and he would take, well, just one because he still can't handle two. Now, the Five Kage Summit still happens, and Jiraiya and Guy go there, and Kakashi remains back because Kakashi needs to, like, you know, watch over the village. Now, this is his first six Tokage thing, yeah? And anywho, now, it's not actually Poloki is, but anywho, obviously Naruto still goes there because he hears that it's about Sasuke, and he tells them that he's not going to allow them to persecute Sasuke. And in the end, Sasuke still attacks, killing Danzo, because Danzo was actually there too. Danzo followed them secretly without them knowing, and Obito knew that. Obito had kept tabs with Danzo, and yeah, now Danzo's gonna get killed. He gets killed. Sasuke escapes, and now he gets the Eternal Mangekyo. Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and after this, obviously the war begins. Kabuto actually doing his own things, and reviving everybody, and Kabuto and Obito decided to come to an agreement from the very beginning, and Obito saw more value in the army than Sasuke, so he was like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. And anywho, now, obviously the war begins, and Naruto would actually go to the same place that he did with Killer Bee and Master, or pretty much verse the Nantos, but this time he would get no help from Madara. He would still meet his parents, and this is where they actually talk. Madara basically tells Naruto everything, and he tells him that he's changed, that Naruto has changed him, and Naruto smiles and says that if that's true, he's happy, and he forgives him for what he's done in the past, and he says that they'll win this war and bring back Obito to the light that he always needed. And then now, obviously, we go on to the war, and here, basically, there is no Kaguya. I'll be honest, there is no way of Kaguya coming back. Zetsu literally gets sealed away as soon as Naruto enters the war. Obviously, the war will continue until the Tentos is revived and Obito becomes the Tentos Jinchuriki. And Obito here, he couldn't kill Naruto and Sasuke in the original, and Taku no Jutsu did most of the work. However, in this what if, he does kill Naruto, but he still meets Hagoromo, and he gets, well, here's a boost, and Hagoromo in the end meets Sasuke, although he does not, come, to death's door. But anywho, now, they both get their power-ups, destroy Obito even quicker, and Obito just gives up, and he was obviously Zetsu is caught, and Kaguya forever remains sealed. Obviously, Naruto still gets all the power of the tailed beasts. In fact, he becomes the Jinchuriki of every single tailed beast, and he still has the final fight with Sasuke, and says his goodbye to Minato and everyone. But anywho, now Sasuke gets decimated, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We get into Boruto. Obito still becomes the Shadow Hokage for Kakashi. Although Obito was the main criminal of the war, that Naruto pulled some strings, and he made sure he got out. Obviously, he still had to he still had to serve 3 years in jail without being able to use any chakra, more than anything Sasuke did. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed it. Please stay safe. This was the King of Weebs there, and peace. Obviously, Naruto gets married to Tsuki, and the ships. And anywho, peace.